This is VOA News. I'm Diane Roberts. Ukrainian military officials say their troops have retaken another southeastern village from Russian forces. This as Russian forces claim to repel multiple attacks in the area. Silvio Berlusconi, the boastful billionaire media mogul who was Italy's longest-serving premier despite scandals over his sex-fueled parties and allegations of corruption, died Monday, according to Italian media. He was 86 years old. Berlusconi was hospitalized on Friday for the second time in recent months for treatment of chronic leukemia. Mourners continue to pay their respects at Berlusconi's residence, Villa San Martino and Arcore. Many leaving cards, flowers, or other gifts. Some of the cards read, "Thanks, Silvio." Former U.S. President Donald Trump left his home in the U.S. state of New Jersey on Monday in a motorcade bound for the airport where he will fly to Miami to face criminal charges of unlawfully keeping U.S. national security documents and lying to officials who tried to recover them. Here's VOA's Veronica Balderis-Iglesius.
The whole thing is a witch hunt.
Ahead of Donald Trump's expected appearance in a Florida courtroom on Tuesday, public discussions over his latest indictment are brewing. He faces 37 counts, including alleged willful retention of national defense information, conspiracy, obstruction, and false statements. There's no evidence that the classified documents investigation led by special counsel Jack Smith has been weaponized. Trump announced the indictment on his Truth Social website and said in all caps that he's an innocent man.
And that was Veronica Balderis-Iglesius. This is VOA News. An air deployment exercise hosted by Germany, billed as the biggest in NATO's history, is getting underway. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma reports.
The Air Defender 23 exercise that's set to run through June has been long planned and serves to showcase the alliance's capabilities amid high tensions with Russia. Some 10,000 participants and 250 aircraft from 25 nations will respond to a simulated attack on a NATO border. The US alone sending 2,000 Air National Guard personnel and about 100 aircraft. Germany Air Forces Chief Lieutenant Colonel Ingo Gerhardt tells ZDF television the exercise is a signal for NATO countries and also to our population that we are in a position to react very quickly. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Nigeria's new president, Bola Tinubu, has scrapped a popular fuel subsidy, causing a surge in gas prices. He hopes the move will power a stronger economy. Reuters correspondent David Doyle has more.
It's a move that's seen petrol prices nearly triple in a country with high rates of poverty. The subsidy has kept petrol prices low for decades in Africa's biggest economy. But it's also been an enormous drain on state resources. The cost for the government last year, $10 billion. That's widened budget deficits and driven up debt. Tinubu, who was sworn in May, made removing the subsidy a top priority of his election campaign. On becoming president, Tinubu has also inherited a grim financial picture. It includes record debt, foreign exchange and fuel shortages, and inflation at a nearly two-decade high.
That was Reuters correspondent David Doyle. An Associated Press analysis found that fraudsters potentially stole more than $280 billion in COVID-19 relief funding. Another $123 billion was wasted or misspent. Details from VOA's Tommy McNeil.
Combined, the loss represents 10% of the $4.2 trillion the U.S. government had dispersed in COVID relief aid. Fraudsters used Social Security numbers of dead people to get unemployment checks. Cheaters collected benefits in multiple states, and federal loan applicants were not cross-checked against a Treasury Department database that would have raised red flags about sketchy borrowers. All of it led to the greatest grift in U.S. history. Tommy McNeil, VOA News, Washington.
Billionaire financier and philanthropist George Soros has laid out his succession plan, telling the Wall Street Journal he's handing control of his massive empire to his son Alexander Soros. Soros, now 92, once said he didn't want his Open Society Foundation to be taken over by one of his 5 children, but he said Alex has earned it. Diane Roberts, VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.